Hi, cities. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Hope you are great. So, the head of this administration removes free admission into the national park on MLK and Juneteenth, replacing it with his birthday instead. Some people are just troublesome and looking for a way to make you get you pissed or probably get your reaction and all that. The problem they are having is that they have tried every way possible to get black people really aggressive or get them enraged and all that, but still, it's not working out. They understand their tactics, they know how it works, and they are trying as much as they can to not even be outside because protesting or being angry over some certain things is not part of the plan for now. So why is he doing all this? I really do not. Sometimes I feel like some people are not supposed to be leaders because if a leader, your own leader, can wake up someday or sometime looking for a way to make like especially the people he is leading, intentionally make their life not great, you are not leading well. You need to get out of the way. Let's get into this video.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump and the Trump administration have removed MLK Day and Juneteenth as free admissions day to national parks.
Is anybody surprised that he's done this? Is anybody shocked about the blatant racism? I need you to stop and take a moment and just imagine what it's like to be a person of color right now. In any country. Just truly take a moment. Imagine what it's like to be black right now. Imagine knowing what it's like the President of the United States of America, one of the most powerful countries in the world, thinks that you're nothing. Imagine what it feels like to know that there are groups of white supremacists whose only mission is to hunt down people of color. Imagine what it's like feeling like you have to look over your shoulder every day. As a white person, I will never, ever truly understand what it's like to feel that way. And every white person needs to sit in that feeling for a while. Imagine what it's like giving an opinion and being questioned on everything you do and everything you say. You're asked to provide receipts, but if your skin is white, they believe you. Imagine being someone who's indigenous, who literally has people screaming every day that the G-side in Canada didn't happen. Imagine people whose children and families never came home. Imagine someone saying to your face that that didn't happen. How would you feel about that? Imagine being a student immigrant, being promised in their country a future with an education in Canada. But when they arrive here, they end up in the Ontario School of Business or other privately funded education centers. They get here and the school's shut down. So now they are stuck here having to work minimum wage jobs. Imagine being a doctor or a surgeon from another country where your skin is brown. Imagine that doctor having to work as an Uber driver in Toronto because his credentials haven't been qualified by the government yet. But yet that man will receive the same racist hate from these people. So you see, it doesn't matter what they do for a living or what they say or what they believe. They'll make excuses that immigrants are stealing your jobs. Well, we only want people who contribute to our society. Well, you're letting a doctor drive for Uber. Just imagine what it's like to be profiled. I encourage all Canadian content creators to do a video about racism. The BIPOC community in Canada is under significant threat. And for just a moment, have empathy. Just imagine what the BIPOC community goes through every single day. You can take 5 minutes to make a video. Do you notice how few members of the BIPOC community there are on this app? It's because every time they speak out, they get attacked. So if you know any BIPOC creators, go give them some love. Go tell them how their words have helped you or how much you enjoy their content, because today's going to be a really hard day for them. If you see or hear racism, shut the conversation down. Call these people out and make them shrink back under the rock they belong under. And to everyone in the Black community today, I'm so sorry. Nobody should ever have to live like this. Love and light and blessings to all of you today.
MLK Day and Juneteenth are no longer being recognized as free admissions days to national parks. This administration no longer deems them free admissions days. But this administration and the president of this administration decided to remove those 2 days and add an additional day. What day, you might wonder? The president's birthday. They added that to be seen and recognized and deemed a free admissions day, a holiday worthy of celebrating. But they don't see MLK Day, the day meant to honor one of the most profoundly impactful civil rights leaders. The civil rights movement that they're trying to attack, by the way, the very movement aimed at ensuring equal protection under the law for everyone in this country, aimed at fighting against and combating the levers of oppression in this nation. The civil rights movement, the one aimed at ensuring that we were actually seen as human beings. That movement, they don't see that as worth honoring. Or Juneteenth, the day commemorating when enslaved people in Texas found out 2.5 years later, after the Emancipation Proclamation, that they were free. That day, honoring the end of slavery in this country. They don't see that as worthy of celebrating. And what do these 2 days have in common? It seems to be days where we honor and commemorate and celebrate our nation's triumph over its racist past. But y'all don't want to celebrate those days. You don't want to honor those days. But then you'll look us in the face and say that it's not about race. And say that it's not racism. There is no racism in this country, is what you'll say as you attack the 2 days where we honor our triumph over the unfortunate truth of racism in our nation's history. You know, I really do believe that some of you, if this administration and if this president came out and said, we have a new holiday we want to celebrate, we're going to call it Confederate We Should Have Never Freed the Slaves Day. Some of y'all would come out and say, but they're not racist though.
Hey, in case you forgot already, Donald Trump just removed free admission days into National Park on Martin Luther King Day and for Juneteenth. Instead, replaced it for his birthday. On his birthday, you can get into national parks for free. No longer, though, on Juneteenth or Martin Luther King Day. Don't forget that this is our president. This is who the American people voted in. He's changing everything in front of our eyes. But that's what Americans wanted, right? Change. So he's making changes. He's definitely making changes. For whose benefit? Well, certainly not the American people.
Project 2025 has been checked off since the Trump administration has been in office. Today, y'all, probably seconds ago, they just erased Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth from being a free admission at the national parks. They erased it and put it with Flag Day, which happens to be Donald Trump's birthday. Listen, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to take us back, we're not going anywhere. We are here to stay. We done persevered through some of the toughest times. It's going to continue to persevere because it's what's in us. And y'all terrified of what lives within us because y'all don't have that. We already know what it is. This is why y'all ain't got no panic or no uproar out of us, because in reality, we don't really care. We know how to fight back now with our brains and not our hands and not our fists. We don't want war. We want peace. And y'all want to just have all of this. Listen, it's not our fault that y'all women don't want to have no babies. Because guess what? We going to have our babies no matter how it is and what it is. I'm just saying. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. We ain't going back 100 years. We going to go forward 100. And whatever you do and however you and your party does it, guess what? It's not going to work. Because guess what? We stand strong with our ancestors and the ancestors before us. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. But this is like not, you know what I'm saying, surprising. How you gonna take days when you couldn't even open the government for 40 some days? The longest in history is with you. Y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. Crazy work.
Don't y'all fall for it. I know y'all done seen it by now, but if not, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to y'all anyway. But don't y'all fall for it. Donald Trump has officially removed MLK Day as well as Juneteenth off the free admission to national park list. On those days, you usually be able to go to national parks and it's free admission. You know, he has removed those 2 days, MLK and Juneteenth, from the free admission list, but instead added his birthday as free admission on them days. Like, somebody would even go to a park and celebrate on the day of your birthday anyway. You seen what happened when you try to throw yourself a big old large birthday party last time and only had them few people sprinkled up in there anyway. That man is attempting to ruffle every race's feathers but one race. We ain't gonna take it there though, y'all. He's attempting to ruffle every single race. It's feathers but one race, y'all. But don't fall for the okie doke. Most of us don't even go to national parks anyway, so we don't give a damn about you taking it. You already done took murals up out of the streets, releasing MLK files, doing any and everything but releasing them Epstein files and staying your ass awake doing meetings. Somebody had to say it, and y'all know damn well A.T. will. Dino, just go. Whoo, you're in your old age and you just miserable. So when you miserable, you attempt to make everybody else around you miserable by doing dumbass shit, because it's really dumb. Who cares whether you have to pay or not pay? Some of us don't even go to national parks any damn way. So try again, Dino. Thank y'all for sipping a little more tea with A.T. Bye, y'all.
So today, Donald Trump has decided to bait black people by erasing MLK Day and Juneteenth from free national park days, but he adds his own birthday to the list. And this stems off him saying he will be sending our biggest companies to the Congo and Rwanda. We will take out some of the rare earth and take out some of the assets. Everybody will make a lot of money. As far as the free national park days, it sucks. It can always be reversed later. You don't give Donald Trump the reaction he wants. That's what he wants. He wants black people to be mad. He wants us to be angry. And he wants us to be in streets so he can call martial law. But you ain't gonna get that from something like this. And as far as the Congo and Rwanda, it's very unfortunate. And I wish there was something that we can do. But this is why you don't elect bad people to these type of positions, because they have the power to do shit like this. And it's like, people always talk about they want to prevent genocide, or they want to prevent mankind from going into a worse state. But allowing Donald Trump to get into office and allow America to become what it is in 2025, you guys can't tell me the people that had the rhetoric that Democrats and Republicans aren't the same thing haven't changed their tune. A lot of them aren't even making the same content they were before. They've been pivoting. You guys wanted to be the smartest people in the room, and you proved time and time again that you aren't, because now more and more people are going to suffer, and now it's also going to be at the hands of American tax dollars.
When people call you a racist, the last thing you want to do is prove them right. At the very least, follow the playbook. What usually happens when someone that's a celebrity or a big name gets called a racist? What do they say? I have a black friend, or I have a friend that's a person of color. I've donated to black charities or any kind of organization that benefits people of color. You know what they don't do? They don't go out of their way to say national parks will not be free on Martin Luther King, and guess what other day? Just guess the other day. Juneteenth. Those days in particular. No other days. Not Valentine's Day, not Easter, not during the summer, not Halloween, not Thanksgiving, not Christmas. You have to pay for entry on 2 of the biggest Black History Days in the year. But instead, you can get in free on my birthday. You can't defend that. At this point, you might as well say the N-word. You might as well say you hate all black folk. That is a bright neon sign that this guy does not like people of color. Why would you do that? It's so obvious, and yet somehow the red hats will defend it. Are you saying that we're racist for supporting someone that doesn't like black folk? Do you really need me to answer that? We all know where he stands. We all know how he feels about people of color. How's about we stop lying to ourselves? That's the video. You're not crazy.
Y'all, Commander in sleep is back on his shenanigans again. Now he done took away MLK Day and Juneteenth as free admission days to national parks to include his birthday, as if we would celebrate the day that he hatched from that egg of a rooster. Quite frankly, it's only one day we're looking forward to celebrate. But as you know, when you go to national parks, it's days that you can get in free, two of which is MLK Day and Juneteenth, okay? But that raw piece of chicken decided that he wanted to be celebrated so bad. Listen, I would rather celebrate the dirt under a rock before I celebrate the day that you escaped out of that barn, you unhinged rooster. But this ain't nothing new, okay? Because this is the same person who didn't even want Juneteenth to be a paid holiday. So he had to find another angle, because apparently he ain't got nothing else to do between taking naps. So instead of trying to target black holidays, I know another holiday that's worth celebrating. Quite frankly, I think we are all waiting on that day, okay? The day that happened, I might actually go to a national park myself. You worrying about the wrong holiday. Listen, the only holiday that you need to be worried about,
Don't you love to wake up every day and see what Mindfair has in store for you? Well, today, what is it? National parks cut free entry for MLK Day and add Trump's birthday. What? Yes. As of today, you cannot gain free entry to national parks on either Juneteenth or MLK Day because F black people, ha 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 ha, and anything that has to do with civil rights or rights for all, ha. So let's see what the holidays are now. President's Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day, and President Trump's birthday, Independence Day, 110th birthday of the National Park Service, Constitution Day, I didn't even know that was a fucking day, Theodore Roosevelt's birthday, and Veterans Day. So if you're planning to go to a national park on MLK Day or Juneteenth, expect to pay. But if you want to go on Flag Day or President Trump's birthday, you're in luck.
You can't make this up. You know it's got to be something. If you catch me in my moo-moo, you know it was not my plan to come in here until this afternoon. I had plans. I had brunch. But this couldn't wait. Sit down, because you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. So this one is surprise, surprise. You know, even for American politics, I know it's a lot going on, y'all, but this literally doesn't make any sense to me at all. So with all of this crap that's going on right now, see, I'm ready to cuss. I'm ready to really go in, you know, and I can go in, so I'm trying to do my best. But this administration, while we are watching everything else that is going on, has quietly restructured the list of national holidays that grant free entry into the national park, the U.S. national parks. And two major federal holidays honoring Black history have been removed. I know that doesn't mean a lot to a lot of y'all, but pause. Let's tell you what it is. I'm sure you know. So the MLK holiday and Juneteenth are no longer free entry days. But guess what is? Can you guess? June 14th, Donald Trump's birthday, has been added in their place. That's not a typo. I didn't just have a slip of the tongue. I did the research and I ran to my little office so I could come and tell you all. I haven't even had... I was getting dressed so I could go and do my little two-piece on the Saturday with the fuzzy socks and the little outfit and go and have brunch. But oh no. No. This is saying a lot, y'all. And I need y'all to understand what this symbolism is really, really saying. Because I think we think this is still a game. I think we think that we're going to wake up and this is just going to be a bad dream. So according to official releases from the Department of the Interior and reporting from Axios, Newsweek, SFGate, and the New Republic and more, beginning in 2026. 2026. Amen. The National Park Service will shift toward what it calls resident-only patriotic fee-free days. But here's what that means. MLK Day has been removed. Juneteenth has been removed. But Trump's birthday added as a free park day. But that actually is Flag Day, right? But they took all the other ones out. Now only patriotic holidays remain alongside Theodore Roosevelt's birthday and the NPS anniversary. Two holidays rooted in civil rights, Black history, Black American history have been replaced with a day celebrating the man that is currently reshaping the federal fucking government in his own image. How y'all feel about that? And many of you will say, oh, well, none of that matters. None of it matters. So it's more than just a perk when they have those fee-free park days, right? This day matters because it's telling you when you get those fee-free days that you matter. Come on in, National Park Service. So for years, free entry on MLK Day and Juneteenth actually is a symbol of something more important. It's a recognition of Black contribution to this country, struggle, liberation, and the right to access national parks that historically excluded Black folks. Removing these days sends an entirely different message. It says, these histories ain't worth commemorating because you ain't shit. You ain't never been shit. Yeah, I'm there today. Because all week long, I just been holding it in, because now folks is watching the page or whatever, and people got stuff to say. But right now, I don't even care. Yeah. Because everybody wants people to just lay down so other folks can be comfortable. And I'm over it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to feel bad. Oh, well, you really don't matter. But you don't even understand. There was a time that the people in my community weren't even being invited in. The narrative of America that most matters now is one tied to nationalism and not civil rights for people. While we strip people, and yes, we can laugh about those people who voted for this and who are now starting to feel the wrath of the very things that the 92% and others said was going to happen, but you didn't believe that fat meat was greasy. So now this dude is giving himself birthday special status. That's unprecedented. It's branding. Have you been to the White House website lately? You haven't? No. Go on over there. It's branding. It's corporate branding. It's political branding embedded into federal policy. And we just tiptoeing through the tulips, just happy as a fucking clam because it ain't hit home yet. Oh no, we don't give a damn. We don't care. So here's what the new calendar, the free entry calendar is going to look like. I'm looking at it right now. President's Day, Memorial Day, June 14th. That's Trump's birthday, Flag Day. Independence Day weekend and the National Park Service's 110th anniversary that's coming up. Constitution Day, Theodore Roosevelt's birthday, and Veterans Day. Missing from the list, MLK and Juneteenth. Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, these are not minor holidays. These were pillars of Americans who were fighting for the rights of all people. Civil rights legacy being erased from one of the nation's largest public institutions where there was a time that we couldn't even go. We weren't allowed to go. We had our own parks and our own beaches. So Okay, so advocacy group Soul Track Outdoor slammed the policy as exclusionary and regressive. Editorials across major publications note that the administration is reshaping the National Park Service to reflect only one version of patriotism, one that aligns with Trump's political brand while minimizing Black historical remembrance. And it fits into a broader pattern we've been tracking all year. All year. We've been talking about it. And now people are nervous and they don't want to talk about it because, oh, it really couldn't be happening while they're literally rewriting what America is and always has been. It's supposed to be the great American melting pot, right? I could go on and on and on. Let's be clear, this is not accidental. You don't accidentally delete MLK and Juneteenth. You don't accidentally add a president's birthday. This was deliberate, it was symbolic, and it was strategic. And we're going to sit by and we're going to do nothing. And we're going to eat fried chicken and we're going to eat fried fish and we're going to line dance and we're going to have our boots on the ground. Because one thing that you can't do is you cannot remove the history that beats within the hearts of the people that are the descendants and those who are still alive who were part of that civil rights movement and who are the benefactors of such. We're going to still party. We still go kick it. We still going to remember anyway. But let's talk about that. That you cannot stop. The National Park Service has always been about conservation, but it's also about national storytelling, folks. This is a story you will never be able to erase. I don't care what you do. We here. We've always been here. So go on here with your little crayon and write some more. Because while you're doing that, we're going to continue to still tell our stories. And y'all still going to try to take that too. We'll see you around.
This orange creamsicle looking motherfucker, I swear. This guy's got the audacity, man, to erase MLK Day and Juneteenth. In case you haven't heard, the Trump administration just updated their free fee National Park Day, right? For 2026. And guess what they did, y'all? They erased Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth. Only two of the most important fucking days in United States history for black people. And you know what they replaced them with? Donald Trump's birthday. His own birthday. As a fee-free patriotic day. You can't make this shit up, man. Let's be clear here, folks. This is not a fucking accident. This isn't a policy change. It's straight up disrespect. It's racist, it's petty, it's narcissistic, and it shows everyone exactly what kind of leadership that we're dealing with right now. And the fucking Interior Department. The Interior Department has got the nerve to put out a statement talking about putting American families first. Really? Which families are you talking about here, buddy? Because it sure as hell ain't the black ones.
Hey guys, it's Leash. Listen. Your boy is off the charts ridiculous. So apparently now on MLK and Juneteenth, you will have to pay to go to national parks. Okay, like what is happening with this man? Like, you really think that's going to piss us off as black people? Listen, before people acknowledged either one of those days, and we actually acknowledged those days, we were celebrating in spaces that weren't national parks. Maybe some people did, but okay, we just won't be at the national parks? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
So, as an actual descendant of Juneteenth slaves, I did hear about what Donnie did, you know, making it so national parks have to make it where Juneteenth and MLK Day are no longer fee-free days. And all I've got to say is, who gives a fuck? Because we still gonna celebrate anyway. We're not going on his birthday. Fuck his birthday. And fuck him too. And fuck you if you like him. Why do you get Juneteenth? Why do you people need to bring up slavery all the time? It doesn't matter. Like, why do you care anymore? Okay, so, real question. So if I knocked all your teeth out your fucking head, would you still care? Would you forget? I don't think so. And as I've said before, when this is all said and done, and all this stuff is reversed, yeah, jail. Who said anything about jail? I don't want y'all to go to jail. No, that ain't enough.
Nice. Let's see the list. Oh. Something is missing here. You know, it's becoming a burden being this right all the time. Anyways, roll the clip. Now, remember when I made that video talking about how this administration is fighting a little bit too hard for Columbus Day? And how I feel like it has something to do with MLK Day? I just can't prove it. No. Not just that clip. Play the other one too. Well, here comes Paul, a Trump nominee for a federal position. He already works for the administration, by the way. He got leaked in some text saying, I think that MLK Day should be tossed into hell and all other black holidays should be eviscerated. No? Play that other clip too. Go ahead. Out of those 11 federal holidays, can y'all guess how many of those are named after people? 2. Christopher Columbus and Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, we got MLK Day, we got Christopher Columbus Day. Now, I want you to think. If they have to remove Columbus Day, that leaves one federal holiday named after a person. Now, I know y'all gonna see this video, and y'all gonna try to explain it away, but I did have a question. Why remove the days? Why remove them? Why not just add the days you wanted to add to the days that were already there? But that's not what you did. You removed them. Why do that? And listen, let me get this correct. I'm not mad that he added more days. I think it's great that he added more days for people to go to the park for free. I love that. Except for Flag Day. I didn't really understand Flag Day. Confused me a little bit. It's just a random day and it... Oh. Flag Day is, it's Trump's birthday. That makes sense. Now listen, I'm not going to go there with y'all. But I just wanted to let you know, if you ever heard of the salami slicing tactic, it's when they produce a bunch of small actions in order to get their larger action done. A larger action that would be unlawful or quite difficult to do. So they just keep slicing and slicing and slicing very small until they get that large action done. And when they get that large action done, y'all gonna be back here with me again. We might have to sing that song. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. You know I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, stay out of trouble. Wait, play that song.
This is all I got from this video. And let me tell you something. You know, some people are naturally troubleshooters. He is a troublesome person. And you definitely know that he is up to something. But I am sure black people will not give him what he's looking for. Let me tell you this. This is not the first, second, or third time since this administration started that he's been looking for a way to get black people peace and all that. And I still remember one time, I think earlier this year, that I remember Charlie Kirk went to, there was a monument that was destroyed somehow. I can't remember the particular place that Charlie Kirk went there to make a record, and he was super excited, you know, and black people still did not even give a hoot. And now it is the park. Why? Oh, you know what? Some people just are not worthy, or they are not worthy to be leaders, because you absolutely can see how disgusting their character is. For no reason, I do not even know why a leader, a president, will be doing what he is doing. Because this is trying to, he just want to poke people and see what their reaction will be. What are they going to do? Let's see I keep telling people, especially the people that keep saying that Trump will come and save them, people in Africa, right? See, I am not trying to shed anybody or something. I am an African person. I am Nigerian. You all know that. I've been telling them that Trump did not like black people. But Trump wants to come and save you people in Africa. You think that is normal or it is okay? First of all, charity starts at home. He has to be good in his own country with the people, not leaving his home or his people to come and save me. That saving will eventually get into a voicemail, if you know what I am saying. So he is trying to poke, but he definitely will poke his BBL bots, because for now, ain't nobody giving him time and chance. Let him do whatever he wants. But you and I know how disgusting what he did is. I will draw the curtain here. Bye for now.